So I live in Zone 9A in Texas, uh, Houston specifically, and it's actually my first garden. So let me show you around. So over here I have my sweet potato vines. I decided to grow them vertically. This is my first time growing sweet potatoes, and this is my actually my first year gardening. So all over here are sweet potatoes vining, and I actually saw a flower, which I learned is an indication that they're almost ready. So I'm still learning. So they're also dying back, which, from what I understand, is also a sign that the roots might be ready. So we'll be harvesting those pretty soon. Right now it's about 97 degrees here. And so I actually put these in the ground around early May, and right now it's August 16th. So it's been about 3 months. So I want to keep them in a little longer. So from what I'm understanding, they need to be in for at least 3 to 5 months. So in about, I would say, 2 to 3 weeks, we'll come out and try to harvest and see what we get. Over here, I have a tomato that's growing in between the sweet potato vines. Now this tomato, I'm not sure the variety, and it grew on its own from just throwing seeds outside when I'm cooking. And so this came up and I decided to keep it and see what happens with it. But I believe it's an indeterminate tomato because of how huge and massive it is. This is one tomato plant that is growing from here and all along here, all the way, and even up this side of my arch over here, and down in that jungle back there. Now along here is a papaya growing again just from seeds that I threw out, and it came up, and so we decided to keep it and see if we can grow some papaya, as well as some okra. We have about 3 okra plants. These I actually planted in April, and we're finally starting to get some okra growing here and some more flowering. So every so often I come out and pick about 3 or 4 okras per day, which is great. Back here are some bush beans that I grew from seed, and they're dying, but I decided to leave them and see if maybe they'll come back in the fall. And again, these are just more sweet potato vines. Back here, this plant is an eggplant that I grew from seed, but it's struggling and has been struggling from the beginning. Hasn't really produced anything, but just don't have the heart to rip it out. I want to see what it does, hopefully in fall. As well as this tomato plant that's been struggling for quite a while as well. I believe I got 1 tomato back in April, and that was pretty much it. I have it planted with some basil to help keep bugs away, and that seems to be working well. And then I have my pepper plants growing underneath here. I don't know if you can see that, but we have pepper plants all throughout this front area here, as well as back there, which I'll show you in a moment. Well, let's go over here underneath all this shade cloth. These are pepper plants that I grew from seeds while I'm cooking. I'll just come out and throw the seeds out here. And these are my pepper plants, as well as tried to put some broccoli down here from the stalks to see if it'll grow roots and grow some broccoli, as well as cabbage. Over here is one of the suckers on the tomato plant that I pulled off and rooted in some water, and I planted it, but the heat seems to be beating it down, so we'll see what happens. And back there are some seeds that I had put in for chives as well as mint. And I'm not sure what this one is, but I guess I'll find out soon enough. Over here are some pomegranates that I bought, and I'm trying to see if maybe we could get some growth on before I put it in the ground, as well as some herbs like lemon balm, oregano, and I don't know where this pumpkin or zucchini or whatever it is came from, but it's growing because the herb that I put in there didn't really do anything. And here's some more herbs that I tried planting to see if I could get something out of it. Maybe, I believe that's oregano that I planted, but so far the sun has really been giving it a beating. So right over here on the other side of the garden is my fall garden, which I decided to grow some corn, as well as this cucumber and some watermelon back there. Trying to give it a second shot because I've been having a couple issues with the seeds germinating. I also have here some lemongrass and some more sweet potato slips to see if I could get a second round going. Now towards the back I have some okra growing back there, as well as another sucker from the same tomato plant that I showed you previously, as well as some basil, some more corn, and then I put a couple radishes down here to see if maybe I can grow some radishes. It's kind of hard to see, but there's also some more basil growing back there. Thank you for watching my video, and if you have any tips or any suggestions of what I can do to kind of help my garden out a little bit, just drop it in the comments. And thank you for watching. Bye.